Hello there, and welcome back to the Dreemo channel. Tonight, we immerse ourselves in the quiet science of sound, resonance, and acoustics. We will be exploring the profound paradox that the very essence of noise, vibration, holds the deepest secrets to stillness and rest. Silence, we learn, is not merely the absence of sound. It is an active state of perfect controlled balance and equilibrium. We will track how vibrational energy travels with patient, unhurried precision, and how the careful manipulation of waves creates ultimate, quiet stability. If you find deep rest in these quiet journeys, please remember to gently press the like button and calmly click subscribe. Your support ensures that the flow of calm continues endlessly. Now, let the subtle, steady rhythm of sound's secret journey guide your mind to its most peaceful rest. Part 1. The physics of deepest stillness and quiet travel. Fact 1. The stillness of a perfect vacuum. The most profound quiet known to the cosmos is the perfect vacuum of space. Sound is fundamentally a vibration, a kinetic energy that strictly demands a medium, air, water, or solid matter to propagate. In the utter absence of material existence, in the complete void of space, there are no molecular collisions to transmit these vibrations. This absence of material resistance creates an eternal, absolute, and utterly profound stillness. This quiet is not simply a lack of noise, it is the fundamental absence of existence itself. It is the deepest quiet the universe can offer us, where the concepts of time and energy almost cease to apply. Fact 2. The slow, deliberate journey of sound in gases. In contrast to the speed of light, the speed of sound is remarkably slow and deliberate. In standard air, sound travels at approximately 343 meters per second. This precise velocity is entirely dependent on the continuous, slow, and random collisions of air molecules. These collisions patiently transfer the energy wave from one tiny particle to the next. The noticeable delay between seeing a lightning flash and hearing the ensuing thunder is a patient, quiet reminder of sound's slow, unhurried, and deliberate journey across space. This measured pace signifies a constant sense of order and quiet discipline within the atmospheric transmission of noise. Fact 3. The quiet amplification of resonance. Resonance offers a powerful, quiet lesson in the eventual triumph of patient consistency over overwhelming brute force. Imagine a tiny, gentle force applied repeatedly at the exact natural frequency of an object. This process does not rely on massive, immediate impact, but rather on perfect, unhurried timing. This quiet, patient consistency allows energy to slowly accumulate with each tiny push. It builds up steadily, adding subtle energy until it creates a massive, controlled, and overwhelming vibration. A tiny, well-timed push can eventually lead to a monumental amplification, proving that patient rhythm is the greatest force of all. Fact 4. The unheard tones of nature, infrasound. immense natural phenomena such as large seismic shifts, distant earthquakes, deep volcanic activity, or massive ocean waves produce infrasound, vibrations operating below the range of human hearing. Though unheard by our ears, these immense low-frequency waves travel vast distances through the earth and air with incredible efficiency. They provide a continuous, quiet, deep rumble that is not consciously perceived but felt deep within the body. This steady, low-frequency rhythm is nature's constant, silent heartbeat, a reminder that the world is always vibrating at its most fundamental level.
Fact 5. Sound's accelerated journey through solids. Sound travels far faster and much more efficiently through dense, rigid solids such as metal or rock than through air. This is due to the fact that molecules in a solid are tightly packed and physically locked into place, which allows vibrations to transfer almost instantaneously from one molecule to the next. When you hear the track vibrations of a distant train before you hear the train's whistle, you are experiencing the quiet, accelerated journey of sound through the dense, solid earth. This density creates an ideal, non-chaotic, and extremely efficient conductor for vibrational energy. 2. The quiet art of acoustic control and stillness. Fact 6. The quiet, precise work of active noise cancellation, ANC. Active noise cancellation, ANC, systems perform a precise, continuous, and quiet battle against unwanted sound. The system first identifies the incoming sound wave, the noise, and then immediately generates a second wave, an anti-phase wave that is its exact, precise mirror image. When these two waves meet in the quiet space near your eardrum, they neutralize one another completely. The result is a momentary, profound pocket of silence where the external noise is precisely defeated by its own inverse. It is a subtle, continuous demonstration of energy canceling energy to create stillness. Fact 7. The slow, patient decay of reverberation. In very large empty spaces, such as ancient cathedrals or massive concert halls, sound waves do not simply stop. They bounce off the huge walls and slowly decay. This process, known as reverberation, is the patient fading of sound, a gentle, gradual loss of energy over time until the room returns to its intended silence. The acoustic measurement of this slow decay, known as RT60, is the secret to good acoustics. It symbolizes the room's inherent ability to calm itself and slowly transition back to a state of quiet rest after a burst of noise. Fact 8. The architectural stillness of the anechoic chamber. The anechoic chamber represents the ultimate pinnacle of acoustic stillness achieved through architectural patience. This room is meticulously designed with sound-absorbing foam wedges to instantly absorb all sound reflections. The quiet achieved here is so absolute, so profound, that the only sounds audible are those created within your own body, your own quiet heartbeat, and the rush of blood in your ears. This ultimate state of acoustic stillness is an extreme environment where the outside world ceases to exist, leaving only the sound of your inner quiet rhythm. Fact 9. The quiet precision of the pendulum clock. The steady, rhythmic swing of a pendulum clock is silently governed by the quiet, constant force of gravity. The speed and duration of the pendulum swing are remarkably consistent, defining the very measurement of time with unhurried gravitational precision. The gentle tick-tock is simply the quiet, almost unheard reminder of this slow, patient, and eternal rhythm between gravity and the passage of time. The system is entirely free of chaos, relying on the predictable, calm forces of nature. Damping, the gentle dissipation of energy. Damping is the engineering process where a vibrating object slowly loses its kinetic energy to the surrounding environment, usually by converting that energy into minute, unnoticeable amounts of heat. Materials like specialized foam or viscous fluid used in car shock absorbers rely on damping to quietly and gently dissipate all unwanted motion and instantly stabilize the system. It is the subtle art of absorbing turbulence and transforming motion into absolute stability and silence. 3. The eternal harmony of minimal vibration. Fact 11. The quiet sound of the deep water channel. In the deep, cold ocean, far away from the surface chaos, sound travels with incredible efficiency through the SOFAR sound fixing and ranging channel. This specific layer of water allows low-frequency sounds to propagate for thousands of miles without dissipating their energy. This defines a world where immense distances are silently bridged by quiet, persistent, low-frequency vibrations, proving that the largest scales of communication often require the quietest voices. Fact 12. Standing waves. Stillness in motion. A standing wave is a deep scientific paradox. Perfect stillness achieved through constant, balanced motion. It is created when two identical waves travel in exactly opposite directions and interfere with one another. The result is a resulting pattern that appears stationary, with specific points called nodes remaining completely and profoundly motionless. This is a quiet visual proof that ultimate stillness and rest requires a perfect, active equilibrium of opposing forces. Fact 13. Sound reflection in whispering galleries. A whispering gallery is an acoustically perfect circular or elliptical room where a quiet whisper against one wall can be clearly and precisely heard far away on the opposite side. This fascinating phenomenon relies entirely on the quiet, organized reflection of sound waves around the smooth curvature of the structure. It demonstrates the profound power of simple geometry to patiently guide and organize sound energy without losing any of its quiet integrity. Fact 14. The quiet vibration of the Earth's core mapping. Scientists quietly study the composition of the Earth's interior by analyzing how seismic waves, immense vibrations from earthquakes, travel, reflect, and refract deep within the planet. This entire technique relies on the quiet journey of these vast vibrations to map out the density and structure of the core and mantle, a form of silent, vibrational X-ray of the world's deepest structure. The Earth reveals its secrets through its own quiet, rhythmic pulse. Fact 15. The slow oscillations of long bridges. Massive structures like suspension bridges are designed to oscillate or sway very slowly and patiently in response to wind or traffic. These low-frequency, large-scale movements are deliberately gentle, ensuring that the entire structure absorbs kinetic energy rather than resisting it violently. This is the structural application of quiet, deliberate flexibility, proving that slow, patient movement is essential for long-term survival. Fact 16. The physics of the mute, quiet subtraction. Musicians use a mute on instruments like a trumpet or violin not to fully silence the sound, but to gently absorb and redirect some of the energy of the vibration. This creates a quieter, softer, and more intimate tone. The mute is a device of quiet subtraction, patiently softening the sound wave's powerful edges and converting its intensity into quiet texture. Fact 17. The quiet impact of architectural absorption. In modern, calm buildings, specialized materials like thick carpets, acoustic wall panels, and textured ceiling tiles are used to quietly absorb sound energy. This quiet removal of noise prevents echo and creates a more stable, less chaotic auditory environment. This intentional absorption defines the quiet stability of modern restful spaces. Fact 18. Bone conduction. Sound's internal path. Sound doesn't just reach our ears through the air, it also travels directly through the bones of the skull via bone conduction. This internal path is typically quieter, slower, and defines how we perceive our own voices internally. It is a constant, quiet internal stream of vibration that we rarely perceive consciously, a steady rhythm that underlies our existence. Fact 19. The silence of a perfect seal. In engineering, a perfect seal, like a specialized O-ring or gasket, creates quietude by completely eliminating the pathway for air and therefore sound to pass between two objects. This quiet, airtight, and physical boundary is a critical component for achieving silent, complete separation in everything from deep-sea equipment to quiet appliances. Ultimately, the most profound and restful peace comes from achieving a state of minimal, harmonious vibration. This is the quiet harmony where all systems, biological, structural, and atmospheric, are oscillating slowly, gently, and in perfect, quiet balance. Let the quiet science of sound and vibration guide you now to that final, peaceful, and quiet equilibrium.